was originally built at this location in 1896 by Peter Post and Jonas King. After the fire in 1900, that destroyed the majority of Lakeview's business district. The current brick structure was constructed in 1901. Home to the saloon and a dance hall. During Prohibition, the building was renovated into a restaurant and boarding house. Once Prohibition was lifted, the building was home to several taverns and restaurants throughout the 1930s and 1940s. The building stood vacant until 2006 when the Lakeview branch of South Valley Bank and Trust restored the historic brick building.
Yep.
Neat.
Okay, the story on the brick when they rebuilt after the fire is that there was actually a brick quarry out west somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And all these bricks were made here.
Yeah.
Which is like brick chimney in the house.
Yeah.
That we had to take
Same with the Fayetteville Utley building.
The Utley building. I think that's the only one that survived the fire.
The fire, 1900, yeah. It survived the fire. An Austrian Brothers building built by J. Frankel after the fire in 1900. The building was used as a warehouse, plumbing shop, and various retail purposes. Purchased in 94 by the chamber.
It's been here since
See all the
98.
little bolts and stuff to hold it together.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ken. You're doing a good job.
1887, Joe Frankel sold land to the Lakeview Bank, the first bank established in Lake County. The owners, P.G. Chrisman and Andy McAllen, built this building. A year later, in 1898, the Bank of Lakeview chartered in 1897 by Dr. Bernard Daly. Marius Miller and others purchased this property from the Lakeview Bank and began their business. In 1917, Fayetteville Utley Realty purchased the property from the Bank of Lakeview and their present owners.
They've owned it since 1917.
17.
I didn't realize they don't.
Yeah, that's a long
Wow, that's a long time. Okay, this here tells you about the balloon that's out.
This is the balloon bomb, yeah.
We did, that was our last thing we went on.
Yeah, I've read that.
Yeah. Have you ever been out there?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to the site, but
Well,
I've heard of it a
It's
lot.
got a little picnic area and
Yeah,
and
I've seen
bathrooms.
pictures
like
of
this.
it.
And
The
it's,
pads.
Yeah.
we went out there at
Last
the end,
year.
yeah,
What was it?
at our
In the
beginning
fall.
in September. We had a good day and the next day it was windy and snowy. Now the Indian Village
Was the old hotel.
was the old Lakeview
3
Hotel.
stories tall.
Yeah.
Grand entrance on this side and another entrance on the south side.
Well, they should have the town hall on there. Because that was when we moved here.
That was the library when I was a little
That was
girl.
the library, then it became the police department and fire
We can
department.
catch it when we come around.
Well, I don't think it's on the register.
I don't think it is
No,
either.
I don't think anybody's ever put it on the register.
But that was, when we came here, dispatch was upstairs.
Exactly right.
Sit up there and watch all the
Watch
drunks
it.
come out of the village.
My grandfather was on the fire department when they started the fire department, and the picture with the whole outfit was
Yeah.
in front of the
And
building.
there is still a jail cell in there from, that was the city jail.
Is there? Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a little bit
back in the Netherlands of the
city
building.
government, right there.
Yeah.
The jail. And,
But I just had a.
and before that, when I was just a little
ahead.
kid, it was the library.
Yes, I knew it was a
Where the
library
main-
once too.
Main, where the
Yeah.
green roof is.
Anyway, I
and
had correspondence
Library.
from this guy from Seattle that there was an auto stage that had a picture in front of the Lakeview Hotel.
Uh-huh.
And by getting some research from the Snake Creek Museum, the reason he drove it from here to Likely, because that's where the train ended. And he would
So you
drive.
could catch
back
the
and
train.
forth. Yeah.
That was a beautiful old hotel. It really was. When you went in the doors here, there's a big lobby, and if you looked right, there was this big staircase that went up. It was flared out like this. That went it to the floors
That went
upstairs.
to the floor.
And my mother and I used to sell poppies at Memorial Day time, sitting
Oh,
in the
you
lobby.
did?
Yeah, that we can.
The original building was constructed in 1901 on a site formerly occupied by the Hopkins Hotel, which burned in the fire in 1900. At some time later date, the building was extended to the west property line.
Okay.
The main building housed the First National Bank of Portland, later the First National Bank of Oregon. January 1960 through 1971, it housed the Lakeview Federal Savings and Loan. That's when Maxine Collins started that. The upper store has been used, as the office
Story, yeah.
story has been used as offices and residential space. Lower rooms have been occupied by various small businesses. This building remains as one of the outstanding business structures in downtown Lakeview. Yeah, it's been maintained pretty well.
Yeah.
And then the Happy Horse, when they took over News and Sweets, or where the dance
It was a
studio
candy
is
store
now.
first.
Yeah. They expanded and had seating back here and used this for a while.
That's right. In 1869, Mark Bullard homesteaded the general area of Bullard Canyon. A portion of this was purchased from Bullard by John Moon, who plotted the original town of Lakeview on this site in September 1876. A and C.U. Snyder constructed the first commercial building, which was destroyed in the fire in 1900. This was replaced by the present train structure and known as the Bailey and Massingill Building. And they kept it in its original site.
They just redid that
Very,
since
very
I've
well.
been here.
Yeah, they keep it painted and nice.
Yeah,
They keep
Pat.
the original.
The guy that works on our
Siding.
house
The
also
phone
works on
company
here.
was back where Al's in the hospital.
Yes, that was
Connie worked as an operator. That's why Daly would come over at night. And then Howard's Drug, when I was a little girl, and it had the little soda fountain.
Yep, that's just Howard Drug. Soda fountain was right here. And in the back was the pharmacy, and they had everything. So this is a Hereford building, constructed in 1913 by J.D. Hereford Pioneer Cattlemen. The primary purpose being to provide space for the early Elks Club, an office space to attract good doctors and business people. The ground floor and basement was occupied by a department store and early drugstore called the Mercantile. The second story was primarily the Elks Club and office space, while the third story contained apartments. Later sold to the Elks Club and thence into private interests.
So Jan, wasn't this right here? Wasn't there stairs to go downstairs?
Yes, they went down to the stairs,
Right
right up
as
the
you got
second floor, and it was the department store, grocery store, clothes in the back. It had a machine you could put your feet in and see your toes. Your X-ray
Oh,
thing.
the X-ray.
Yeah, the old fashioned. Yeah.
I remember that.
I always had to do that. First thing I did when I went in the store with my mom, I can remember standing in line and mom using ration stamps.
Yeah.
You know, they had ration stamps during World War II. It was quite the store. In the very, very back front corner was where that be now. Probably where the bar is, that was the hats. Hats were big back in the 40s.
Oh,
30s,
yeah.
40s, you know,
that and
50s,
beyond.
yeah.
Wearing your white gloves and your
Yes,
hat whenever you went
and you
out.
go in there and there were just aisles of hats.
So
You
we're
could
gonna
buy all the
cross?
hats. Well, the Oddfellows met upstairs.
Right.
Oddfellows Lodge, and then this was the hardware store then. It's constructed by IOOF, the Oddfellows Lodge, in 1911. This brick building replaced an earlier wood structure of identical design. The lower floor being used for commercial purposes, and the upper floor is lodge door. And that's how they supported their lodge, was they raised off of the
You know,
business.
the lodges and all of that is what must have just kept the whole social
They kept
thing.
the whole social thing
And
going, yeah.
Any current community improvements or anything, because the Presbyterians, when they chartered, they had to build their building, so they met at the IOOF
OOF, yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, big flying name sign up here.
Gas station.
Gas station with the pumps.
Back when they had the old glass pumps, people used to shoot out.
Yeah, with the bubble.
Yep.
Exactly.
All of the money they took forth, and it just jumped up.
So sad, because they spent a lot of money. You know, refurbishing this porch. Okay, Hereford House, constructed about 1913 by pioneer cattleman W.G. Hereford as a family residence. It was maintained in Hereford occupancy until the late 1960s when it passed into other ownership. I think this and the Oaks Village were built at the same time. But it's a grand house.
Yeah.
The staircase and
It's been a little bit of everything.
when I first went to work for the state back in 1960, this was a big old two-story house like the Chandler house. This here on this lot. Trying to think. Arthur? What's your name? Arthur? B. B. Arthur? Is that a name? B?
Should be.
Yeah. This was her house. And big old vines grew And when I was a kid, we're all skating around the old courthouse. We called this the witch's house because it was all grown up with vines and scary looking.